Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Montezal doing a quick one in transit this morning. Sitting, meditating, thinking about, how can I be a better man of the Lord, a better brother, and, have more courage, you know, just basically just thinking about those things, you know, and the Lord told me through the Spirit is just to focus on one thing at a time. You got to focus on one thing at a time. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with too much, you know. So you want to start, where you need to start at, whatever it is you need to start with in your walk with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not saying that I have an alt with anyone, because I don't. I don't have an alt with brothers or anybody right now. So I was just thinking about, though, a good way, what I'm saying, to move forward is if you do have alt. Like the Apostle Gabar, did that video yesterday. You want to clear your path, with clearing things up so that you can, ultimately move forward. So you can move forward in your journey and grow in the spirit, man. You want to grow in the spirit, man. You don't want to be hindered by holding on to things. You don't want to be holding on to old baggage or things that's bothering you about a brother in your mind or in your spirit, because Satan, he'll play on that and he'll drive you crazy with that. And that's not the spirit you want to have on you. How you think you gonna receive any kind of blessings from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai if you looking at a brother a certain kind of way, and that brother you looking at like that may be a true man of the Lord. He might be of the elect, and you don't even know it. But Satan, he can play so heavy on your spirit with it. Hear how you thinking that brother, how you calling that brother niggas in your mind, or looking at that brother sideways, and cursing that brother out in your mind. You don't want that on you, man, because the Lord, he's gonna look at you and hold you accountable. That's why he gave us the ordinance. If you got an alt with your brother, go to him on your, by yourself. I mean, him alone. Go to him alone. You don't, need to broadcast it. You don't need to tell nobody else. Just deal with the situation with that brother, man, and clear that mess up, But anyway, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Matthew 5:21. It says, "Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment." He said, "But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger, shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. Or whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire." So yeah, man, you gotta watch out, for how the way you, looking at a brother, or how the way you perceiving things, because of what you may feel and think in your mind and your spirit. And you know what? You might have a legitimate gripe. It might be something he really is doing that's irritating, or he might be saying a certain thing that you may not like, or be doing some dumb stuff, man. But sometimes, Jake Young coming into this thing and really just don't be knowing nothing sometimes, man. They don't really necessarily mean mean anything about, mean anything, about the things that they do and say. Sometimes it takes you to pull them to the side and talk to them about it, man, and show it to them. You know, that's what the brotherhood is all about, man. It's about edifying each other, keeping each other up. You know, he said, therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar and there rememberest that thy brother had an ought against thee, you remember that your brother had an ought against you. See, the Lord wants you to, I'm gonna keep on reading. He said, leave thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Which makes sense. So now you can think clearly, and bringing your gift to the altar. You don't have to have all of this other stuff, in your mind and on your spirit. You can think clearly now and be free from whatever ought you had with your brother. You can clear the situation. If you clear the situation up, you can move freely, think freely. So weight, get that weight lifted up off you. Makes things better. I was just sitting there thinking about that, man, because I know how Satan, he can, have you thinking all types of crazy stuff, and that might not even be the case. That might not even be the case at all, And brother, he just, young, and don't even have a, full clear understanding of things. He's still learning. That's why you have patience too. You have wisdom. How the way you deal with the situation. Then again, it'll help you, because you might have something you dealing with, and them be them demons, man. Them demons, man. They be, trying to plague your mind with all types of crazy thoughts, and then how you act on them. Next thing you know, you doing crazy things behind your brother's back, saying all types of stuff about him to other brothers, sowing discourse, making other brothers think something wrong with him. And that ain't even the case. And he all confused, sitting there looking like, what the hell going on? Why they doing that? Or why he acting like that? I ain't did nothing to them. What did I do? And then he has no idea. He's completely oblivious. He's just in the dark. Because of you. Because you didn't go, talk to that brother. He's in that dark, and then you got other brothers looking at him crazy too, and that's all your fault. And the Lord, he'll hold you accountable for that, man. You wondering why things ain't going through for you? Because, man, hey, the Lord, he ain't gonna bless you. You out here, you're not doing what the Lord, instructed you to do. The Lord instructed you to do these things. He told us, man, to love one another. That's one of his commandments that he gave, that we love one another, man. This thing is about the brotherhood. And if that's why, to make me a better man of the Lord, if it means to start, being a better brother in any way possible, that's what I'll do. I'll start with that. To be the best brother I can be to my brothers, to follow the commandments of Yahweh Shai, man. That's one of the key things right there, is to be the best brother you can be, possibly. To be a better brother, to be a good friend, because ultimately when you look at it, we all we have in this thing. We don't have anybody else. The world is not with us. The world is completely, totally against us, man. You got to understand, brothers, man, we all come from different walks of life. Brothers are, some brothers are different from the other brothers. And to you, it might seem strange the things he may do, you know, or things he may say. You just gotta have, patience with that brother, man. We all do and say things differently sometimes. But yeah, that was the thing that came to my mind. I was just thinking about that. Be a better brother, be the best brother. Work on yourself by being a good brother, man. Be patient, considerate, and honest. Even if it may, ruffle some feathers. Yeah, the truth is better out than in, you know. Believe me, it's better out than in. You keep it in too long, it's gonna cause you to err and offend. Not only just your brothers you will be offended, you will offend the Heavenly Father. Because we gotta remember not to be like like hypocrites. Can't be like that. You gotta be merciful, you know. As our Heavenly Father, He is merciful. So we gotta be merciful. We gotta be considerate in all things. You know. With that, man, I was, just really just pushing a button. Just thinking about that. Well, hope you brothers and sisters was edified. To the next time, shalom.